And hello, my fabulous friends. I am JC, and welcome to Spotlight. And today I'm not going to do a movie review, but I'm here with a fabulous actress,
Thank you.
Traci Cowan, who is a health and fitness guru and
Yes.
martial artist. And did I mention Hollywood actress?
Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much for having me on the show. This is the second time being here, and it's an honor to be with you and share what's going on and what I'm doing in my life right now, and lots of things going good, so I'm excited.
Well, it's an honor of having you with us here, and most especially on my show, Spotlight. Yeah, I've been dying for this interview.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it will be fun. It's great to be back in Las Vegas,
Mhm.
and I'm really just enjoying it here. I don't know. Vegas might be a second home for me.
There
like,
you go.
Los Angeles
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, and we were just talking about how the
Mhm.
Formula One, and there's a lot of movie stuff coming out
Yes,
here
yes.
as well. A lot of movies
A
coming
lot
out.
of movies coming up,
Mhm.
and there's going to be a new movie studio here in Las Vegas. So tell me more about yourself.
Well, my name is Traci Lynn Cowan, and I am a fitness and
Mhm.
health and nutrition guru and expert. I've been doing fitness and health for a long time. I won't age myself and talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing fitness and health and also self defense, martial
Nice.
artist, and also an action actress. And I'm diving into some different roles now, too. I've been doing a
Nice.
lot of action comedy, but I'm doing a serious role right now, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yes.
And in a feature film, which is going to be phenomenal.
Yes.
And so just been enjoying life, and I'm also helping others. I am a survivor of domestic violence, and I
Oh.
don't know if a lot of people know that about me.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Thank you, but you know what? There's so many good things that have come out of this, and I
Yes.
can say that today. And
Mm.
now I've turned myself into a trauma and transformation coach, and helping so many people to get to that next stage in their life and becoming unstuck.
Yes. Yes,
So that's-
absolutely.
That's what I've been working on. I've been working on that for the last couple of years, and I actually have been on injury leave for years,
Oh,
like
wow.
a couple of years since November of 2020, and
mhm.
so this is a big comeback story. This is finally, I'm in a place and space in my life where I'm able to do the things that I love to do and the things
That's
that I'm
wonderful.
good at. So
Yes.
I recreated myself a little bit as well. I became an executive protection agent as well.
Mhm.
I thought, you know what? Why not do everything and anything that you possibly can do? Because I sustained so many injuries from my accidents,
Oh,
I
wow.
figured that what I would do is I would do a job that I was able to do physically while
Yes,
I was
yes.
healing and recovering.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting couple of years, to
That's
say the
awesome.
least. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I
Mhm.
just being a transformation coach, and the thing that I really enjoy about this line of work is
Mhm.
that you're able to help people no matter what they're going through. If they're going through addictions, they're going through mental
Yes.
health and depression, anxiety, they're going through rehabilitation, they're going through injuries, they're going through anything in life. And how do we get them to this space and time where they can actually excel again?
Yes.
Because most of us excel in our lives, and sometimes we go through obstacles and adversity. Not
Yes,
sometimes,
we do. Yeah,
do.
we do.
Right? And
Yes.
so, and the biggest thing that I've learned, and my biggest life lesson I've learned during this time of recovery and rehabilitation,
Mhm.
is that it's okay to not be okay.
Yes. That's actually the motto of the church that I go to here in Las Vegas. It's called Central Christian, and outside they have a big logo
Wow.
of that. It's okay for you not to be okay.
And I love that.
Mhm.
You know, it's so beautiful because the thing about me is that I always strive for perfection. I've been a
Right,
pro
right.
athlete. I've been an athlete my whole life.
Yes.
I excel at a lot of different things that
Yes,
I've done, and
yes.
I'm very competitive. You probably already
Yes.
can tell. And the thing with me is that when you're down in that place where you can't do anything and you're literally just stuck in your own mind, you
Mhm.
have to convince yourself, how can I get out of this place? Because when you're not able to care for yourself, not able to walk, not
Mhm.
able to do the things that you normally do and
Yes.
excel at, what are the things that you're telling yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And so my mindset had to be realigned in so many drastic ways.
The mind is very powerful.
Yeah, and it was
is,
controlling me. And,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling myself every day, oh,
Yes.
I'm stuck, I'm this, I'm that. And I got
Yes.
into a really low place, and I actually started to suffer with depression and
Oh.
anxiety and panic attacks, and my health was declining because my mind was saying, you don't have this isn't good, you're not in a good place. And I just kept over and over and over, and I would just
Right.
sometimes lay there and just be like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I can ever get out of this again.
Right.
And so then when people see me as the woman I am today and smiling and vibrant, you would never know that 3 months ago or a year ago or 2 years ago that I was suffering in pain and emotional pain and physical pain as well.
I think it's made you what you are today, and you
Yeah.
have that spine
Yeah.
and that backbone.
Yeah.
So and with that, I also, as you see, she's so fabulous.
Thank you.
And I see you as Wonder Woman, actually, in like an Amazon
Yes.
warrior role. And I've heard, and I know that you've been in movies such as Chronicles of Riddick
Yep.
and iRobot. So what
Yeah.
was it like to be in these films?
It was amazing. It was really, really fun. I really enjoyed my characters. So in Chronicles of Riddick, I was a Meccan warrior, and I was just doing a lot of strange movements in the
Yes,
background
yes.
at first. And then I actually had a wardrobe malfunction on that
Oh,
set.
uh-oh.
So I kind of had like my shirt kind of fall off on one
Oh.
side. So that was really funny because it was a really serious role, and
Yes.
everybody was, we were in character, and
Yes.
and our makeup and our wardrobe was really heavy and thick.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just this buckle broke, and just kind of like the left side of me, and so we all started laughing, and it just kind of built this camaraderie on set with everybody. And so then everybody was just like, okay, well, there's
Yeah.
Trace over there, and she's always disturbing everybody, just
Oh my
kind
goodness.
of a joke, right?
Yes,
and so
yes.
it was actually really fun. So I remember that most of all.
It was a star-studded cast.
Yeah.
That Maria and I saw that movie a month ago. I
You
think.
did? Oh,
Yeah, and
nice.
I told her,
Okay.
oh my gosh,
Nice.
it's Vin Diesel in Chronicles. Did
Yeah.
you get to meet Vin Diesel?
I've worked with him, and I've met him on quite a few different sets and parties and things like that in Hollywood. So on the red carpets, and he's
Yes.
actually a really nice guy. I hear different things about him from other people. I always find that I have such beautiful encounters with people, and
That's
especially
amazing.
other
That's
actors.
awesome.
I never have an incident where
A diva moment.
yeah, it's never like that for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good cast and crew, and it was really good to see him in action. And I always had kind of this little crush on him, and so that made it a little
It's
bit
like
more
we
fun for
all
me.
do.
I know he looks good. I'm not gonna lie. He is a little bit shorter, but
Oh, okay.
But he still looks great. So that was a lot of fun. And then
How tall is he?
yeah, sorry, he's less tall than I would like.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say he's under 5'8".
He's under 5'8". Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
it's manageable for some people.
Nice. And you were also in iRobot. That's amazing.
Yeah, iRobot was really, really fun. So this was another. I kind of feel like these were my kind of blooper movies. That's funny that you chose these too. So iRobot was really fun. I was doing a stunt, and I was jumping from one of the banisters and down to another banister, and I had to jump and catch the next banister, and I would reach over, and as I was reaching over, I needed to really grab tight in order to get my core strength,
Right.
and to grab to land. And what happened is I looked into the camera because I turned this way and my eyes shifted.
Oh,
And
no.
obviously you're never supposed to look in the camera unless you're
Okay.
doing
Yeah,
hosting
unless
like
they-
this.
they-
So I looked into the camera. So it's funny, I've seen the movie a few times, and I see me looking into the camera, so of course I critique that. It was a great stunt, and it went really, really well. It was a hard stunt, and and I enjoyed it as well.
Well, I'm
Really-
glad you made it through in one piece.
Yeah, exactly. That could have been a disastrous
Because
one.
I've heard of horror stories about things happening on set.
Oh
actually.
yeah, I know actually quite a few people that have injured themselves, and you know, it's really serious. Obviously, stunt work is and acting is
Right.
very. It's a hard job, and I don't think a lot of stunt actors and actresses get a lot of credit for what they do. With my injuries and stuff like that, what I've done is now I'm doing more acting, so it's basically fighting people on camera
Fighting
for
people,
fun.
and
which
you
is
also
great.
did a movie about the ninja, and you said it's a comedy.
I am Ninja, and that's
Ninja.
going to be coming out this year. So the end of the
Nice.
year, by the end of the year, and really fun movie. And I was playing my own self, so it was TLC and my
Oh, nice.
yeah, and basically tender loving care,
Yes.
and it shows the soft side of me as well as the you know. I can kick some butt, and so it's kind of showcasing that as well. So it was really a fun movie to film with my friend Jennifer, and
Nice.
she's a great woman. She's really about women empowerment. That's why we really meshed together as well. So that'll
Nice.
be fun to see.
And when we come back, we'll have more of Traci Cowan, so don't go away.
Bye.
I can already feel you judging me, and not for what I've done in the past, but for what I'm about to do. I had what mattered, and I got careless. Like, I don't deserve more. I don't deserve sympathy. I don't deserve to be here.
Where the hell are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?
Jenna! What is the matter with you?
Someone once told me, you may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's shot of whiskey.
Excuse me, ma'am. My car ran out of gas and I left my wallet at home. Could you please spare a couple dollars so I can refuel my vehicle?
I literally have nothing.
What's it gonna take to get you to join the program?
Get about a dog! If Jesus wanted you to have a dog, he would have blessed you with a ball and a leash now, wouldn't he?
It's a tough market. We get it. Home inventory is at an all-time low. It's a seller's market, and cash buyers have the advantage.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century. Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
And fabulous people, welcome back to Spotlight, and the spotlight is on Traci Cowan. Yay!
I think the spotlight should be on you mostly because look at these shoes and this jacket. I mean, I feel like I need to go out and get something sequins and come back.
Oh, this is just me going to the 7-Eleven. I'm just kidding.
I love it. I gotta step up my game over here. I feel like I'm slacking. Okay, I'll bring some sequins next time. I promise. I do have this lovely bracelet.
Oh,
from my
you don't
friend
need
Marlene.
anything.
So,
You don't need anything. You're already a star. So there you go.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I, on the other hand, I'm still climbing.
No, you're there. You're
Oh,
there.
thank you so much. So I want to talk a little bit of the ninja movie that you just
So,
made, right?
We
It's-
did, yeah. We
mhm.
finished making it, and it will be released this year. So I'm waiting to hear the final. It should be done. Well, it's done, but it should be out by Christmas time. I know that for sure. And so I am ninja. I want to be ninja. And so what it is, it's a funny little comedy, and
that is the name of the movie. I want to
yeah,
be ninja.
Ninja, yeah. And
Uh-huh.
so it's this funny character, and what I come in is I'm teaching this girl how to protect herself. So I'm bringing my elements of my real life in there. So about self-protection, about self-defense. But I'm really showcasing too, it's all about love and giving back to people. Because it's a anti-bullying concept as well in there, and it's about empowerment. So what
Yes.
we're really teaching, it's an action comedy,
Yes.
but we're teaching how to fight, but in a fun way. But then at the end of the day, show people love, because love is really what wins.
Yes.
So I really like it. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to shoot, and I enjoyed it. We worked around my injuries, so I wasn't able to do any stunts in this film, unfortunately, because of my leg injuries and my back and stuff. So basically,
Are you still in pain? Is it still painful?
I am. I'm still
And,
recovering. I had surgery on my knee last year, which was extremely painful. So this time last year, I was actually in a wheelchair. And for quite a while, but I get up and I manage and I make the best of it. So I had to turn down quite a few movies last year, and one of my other friends actually just did a movie, and they won over 27 awards. So I'm super proud of him.
Yes.
And Danny Lopez, and he did great on that as well.
You remind me of that actor who was in a Marvel movie.
Okay.
I know he had so many injuries. He what does he play again? He's the one with the bow and arrow.
I know it's gonna come to me. I know.
Yeah.
I feel like that because it was just kind of like so many back to back to back,
yeah.
and there were so many things lined up. But I really feel like God puts these, positions in your life where it's kind of my wake up call was slow down, and so you have to speed up. You got to slow down to speed up, and I really realized that, and so it was
to gain your momentum.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I got that momentum back, and now all these beautiful opportunities are coming, and this film that we're working on right now, and then my documentary and another film.
Ooh, a documentary! Wow.
Oh yeah. So, and my 2 books that are going to be coming out as well. So
Oh my gosh.
we've got a lot of stuff that's coming out this
A
year.
lot of things on your table.
I've been working in silence and
Yes.
building in silence, and I think that was the biggest thing for me to learn, because before it was like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and then it just God spoke to me, and he kept telling me, he was like, slow down and build in silence. And so
I love that.
that's
I
really
love
what
that.
I've been doing, and just in praising him, and just being so grateful that I am so blessed to be alive. Whenever I look back and I feel sorry for myself, I think, because I'm in pain or I'm in emotional pain from these injuries, I think there's somebody that'll walk by me with a walking cane, and that they're blind, or there's somebody that had their leg amputated, and I think I am so blessed because I have all my limbs, and yes, I went through absolute, hell.
Yes, yes.
However, look at where I am today, and now I can share my story, my experience, my strength, my hope with other people, to go, wow, if she went through that and she's shining bright again, then I can go through that and I can shine bright again too.
I think that he uses us mainly because we've gone through a lot of trauma and pain, and he uses our lives as an example to reach out to others.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I know that you have a project with Marlene and Catherine, and the movie is called Who's Gonna Take Care of Me?
Yes.
Can you please share to my audience what that project
I
all
would
about?
love to. So, such a fabulous film, and a huge shout out to my friend Marnine Lynn Fields, who's going to take care of me as a feature film. And it's about a true love story about a daughter and a mother.
Yes.
And it is about homelessness, it's about mental health issues, and it's really just this beautiful love story. And I'm so fortunate to play the daughter. So I'm between ages 40 and 44 in the film, and I'm actually Marnine's character, Marnine's real life character.
This is
and
awesome.
it is such a beautiful story, and it showcases what they went through as a family and how Marnine was there to love on her mother no matter what she went through. And it's just, I don't want to give away too much,
Right.
but it's such a powerful film.
Yes.
And I mean, I am so honored to be, and that's the role I was telling you about earlier. It's such a serious role because there's parts of it that it just, it just breaks your heart because the love for her mother is so strong, and she's missing her and loving her and loving her from afar and praying for her. And then, this traumatic turn takes place,
Yes.
which, we'll share when the movie comes out.
Yes.
And just to show what Marnine does for her and the mother.
Yeah.
And, I know that her mom's looking down on her and just protecting her from heaven. And
Yes.
she's such a beautiful human being, Marnine. And Marnine's just been such a great friend to me. Her and I have known each other for probably a good 6 or 7 years. She's been on my show before. And she is a famous stunt woman. She is a
Yes.
singer, a songwriter,
Yes.
a dancer. I mean, this woman has it all. You want to talk about female woman empowerment?
Yes.
She inspires me on a daily basis just to be better and just to be a great human being. And that
Nice.
she is. I'm really grateful for her friendship and this role in this movie.
Nice. Now, as an actor, I want to know how you prepared for this role. Are you a method actor, or how do you?
Yeah,
do
that's
it?
a great question. Thank you
Yes.
for asking. So I'll touch on one scene in there, and the scene was basically where, she was crying into the shoulder of the man in the movie, and he just, he's consoling her, and she's sharing what's going on for her. And she was saying, in my role, I wish my mom was here. And so what I did is, my mother passed away from cancer in 2011.
I'm sorry to hear
And
that.
yeah, and she was such an amazing woman. She was my rock and my soul. And all I did is I put myself into the shoes of that place, when every day when I sit and, it's not every day, but a lot of the time where I'm like, I really wish my mom was here.
Right.
And I thought about it, and the power of that I brought into that character,
Nice.
into these scenes. But I also took Marnine's love and her
Yes.
energy, and I really just, captivated from that. So I took
Yes.
that and I went, how did she feel? How was she feeling? What was
Yes,
she going
yes.
through? How did that feel to watch her mom suffer like that? And so I pulled from that, and I just put it in here in my heart. And then I pulled from missing my mom.
Yes.
And it was just like that power and that intensity came out. And I really get into character, just feeling like I am that person, and I study the character endlessly. I'm a perfectionist. Did I say that low enough? So I study my roles very carefully.
That is beautiful. As a good actor is an empath.
Yes, I am,
And
for sure.
just like Meryl Streep, I heard all her documentaries and interviews and see how she could relate with this person and with that person, and that's how she crawls into the skin of her characters. Or when she was in Devil Wears Prada, she said that she used to be a waitress, and she mimicked her rude boss. So you were basically seeing her rude boss all throughout the entire
That's
movie.
funny.
Yeah.
That is so, that's so good. I can totally see that. Yeah. Well, I think as an actress, you really just have to dive into that character. And if you don't, it shows on camera.
It shows,
and people will know. And I think really wanting to make Marnine proud, and then also being so touched by homelessness and mental health, and especially what's been going on in our world after the pandemic. And it was just, for me, I thought, wow, these people are just suffering and going through so much pain, and how do they feel, and how are their families affected, and how are all these other people being affected? So again, I was just drawing from that and just pulling it into my heart and bringing that out on the big screen.
And speaking about how we empathize with other people, it's just like my neighborhood. I live in Chinatown, and on one side of Chinatown you see the gentrified side of it, and you see the young people going there with their really expensive and bougie cars, and then one side you see a few, you know, homeless people by the corner, you know, and they're just, and that contrast is so jarring. I mean, it's really, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I looking at here? It's just crazy.
It is really heartbreaking, and I am usually doing a lot of service and going out volunteering. I work with the Midnight Mission. On Thanksgiving, I'll go out and hand out food and water and socks, and then at Christmas time, on Christmas Day, my family's not here. My family's back in Canada, so I'm very fortunate to be able to go out. And what we do is we go to the Midnight Mission downtown, and I don't like to use the word Skid Row, but that's what they call it. So it's downtown, east side.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and so just you know, in that area. And what we do is we take the less fortunate children and their parents wait outside, and we take them into this little room, and we go and take them to different stations, and they pick out toys. So there's some that are 6-month-old babies that I'm carrying around, and we're picking out little books and stuffed animals and toys. And then the other kids get to pick out whatever they want. And you just, that experience again, it's so fulfilling because you get to see these their eyes light up, and not only that, but their parents feeling like rewarded because now they're able to provide for their children where they couldn't before. And so I really respect the Midnight Mission for being able to do that, because, you know, it gives us a place too to be able to give back and be of service.
I really believe that the divine God, not to cram my beliefs down anybody's throat out there.
Yeah.
If you're an atheist, we respect you for that.
Absolutely, and same with me with this as well.
Right.
Yeah.
We're given prosperity with a purpose.
Yes.
And this is not for us to be selfish or lavish ourselves with material wealth and all that.
Yeah.
And just be on our social media.
Yeah.
But to share to the world out there.
Yeah.
And I see the fabulous directoire flashing the peace sign, just like Alanis Morissette.
It's like, you're out of here. Right?
I'm gonna try to do it graciously.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, it's really been a pleasure of having you here in my show, and I'm looking forward to seeing that movie.
Thank you.
You know, with Marlene and Catherine, who's gonna take care of me? Who's gonna take care of me?
I know, who's gonna take care of all of us, right? We need someone to take care of everybody. It's gonna be really fabulous. And
Thank you so much. It's been lovely, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. If you guys want to find me, you can find me on social media at TLC Unleashed or Traci Lynn Cowan, all over the place on basically on any social media platform. And
Absolutely.
thank you for having me. It's such an honor.
The honor was all mine.
Thank you.
Avec plaisir, mademoiselle. So as I always say, for those Weight Watchers out there, don't forget to eat your celery, because it's the vegetable that eats you. Chowder.
Ciao, ciao.